Do you remember when there were two genders and only 1.5 of them had to shave their mustaches? Oh, hi. I'm Jeremy Boring, CEO and God King of the Daily Wire. Harry's Razors used to advertise on our shows. They're a great product, and we were happy to do it. That's before some peon who works for me went and said that boys are boys and girls are girls, and that was just too much for Harry's. They condemned our views held by millions of Americans and virtually every human who's walked the planet until about 15 minutes ago, as inexcusable. And they dropped their ads from our network because of what they called values misalignment. You're damn right our values are misaligned. And it's not just Harry's either. Gillette razors used to be the best a man could get. Then they decided that men are too toxic. Unless you're the kind of man who teaches his daughter to shave her beard. If that makes sense to you, keep buying Gillette. But if you've had enough of the woke bullshit, and you're tired of paying companies like Harry's and Gillette to hate you, then buy my new razor instead. Behold, Jeremy's razors. Yes, they're real. Yes, they're fabulous. But Jeremy, you say, you're a svelte silver fox with a salt and pepper beard that's the envy of lesser men. You're damn right I am. And I want to be clear that shaving with the Jeremy's razor won't actually make you look more like me.
Yes, you're giving me fierce, you're giving me power.
Could make you look more like this guy, though. And that's the most homoerotic moment you'll ever get from a Jeremy's razor commercial. What kind of man shaves with a Jeremy's razor? I don't know. How about cowboys, firefighters, those guys that shot Osama bin Laden? I mean, no, none of those guys have ever even heard of a Jeremy's razor, but imagine how much more manly they'd be if they had. Right now, you're probably wondering if this whole thing is a joke. Sure it is. That doesn't mean it isn't real, or that it won't be the best shave of your life. Harry's Razors doesn't want your business. I do. They seem to hate you, and I can't say that I love you, but I don't mean you any specific harm. Our country's in trouble. Conservatives are being canceled by Hollywood, the media, universities, and now Harry's Razors. Stop giving your money to woke corporations who don't think you deserve their product. Give it to me instead.
Head over to IHateHarrys.com and pre-order your Founders Series razor and shaving cream set today.
Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Thanks for joining me today. Today we've got a really interesting build. We're doing a build for Jeremy's Razors. I don't know about you, but I'm really tired of paying really high prices for razors and blades and stuff like that. And I came across Jeremy's Razors. I was cruising on YouTube and I happened to come across their commercial. And one, it was funny. Two, it was true. And I just decided to go ahead and make the switch. So I contacted Jeremy's Razors, and they sent me a shaving kit to check out. And we'll get into that in a little bit more in the video. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a really custom Silverado for Jeremy's Razors. Go ahead, grab your favorite adult beverage, and join along today as we make this custom for Jeremy's Razors.
It's time to start the autopsy.
We got got this 83 Silverado pickup, this beautiful Hot Wheels, and I went ahead and drilled everything out. If you're going to reuse the wheels, please be careful here, because if you're prying on that thing and it's not open all the way or won't release that easy, you're going to bend your axles in your wheels, and that's not going to be very good. Let's go over all the parts here. We got the truck body. We'll file down those posts. Here's the base. We're going to do a wheel swap. Here's the interior and the windshield. Let's go ahead and continue on. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
Let's go ahead and dip this in the citrus strip. One of the things I found out about Jeremy's razors once I got the packet in the mail, the handle is really heavy duty. It's not cheaply made. It's really super good quality. And the blades, they're very, very reasonably priced, and they give you a great shave. Once I got the truck out of the citrus strip and I cleaned it up, we're going to go ahead and spray it down with some Tamiya surface primer. Now, this is one of the few spray can things that I use, because this is an excellent product. Once it was dry, I decided to use some Createx here. And I'm using a mixture of Wicked Metallic Charcoal and a mixture of Pearl Black to get the desired color that I want. If you're special mixing paint, just remember how much you use to make that color. Once I got the truck sprayed, I clear coated it so I can put some decals on. But look at that finish. That thing is absolutely incredible. Here's the decals I made with my iColor 560. There'll be a link in the description for you to go ahead and check out the iColor 560, but you definitely need to check that out. Here we're going to put on these really sweet decals. I'm using some micro set here to wet up the truck. I cut out the decals, and we're going to go ahead and place those. Again, back to the iColor 560. This printer that I have is a white toner printer. Now, what that means is that when you go to print these decals, if you make them, it automatically will put a layer of white underneath them. So there's no misregistration when it comes to using the iColor 560 if you're doing it for your water slides. But the best part is this machine was made to do t-shirt transfers. Now, back to Jeremy's here. The logo itself is actually pretty darn cool. And on the side of the truck it says jeremysrazors.com. Once we get those positioned into place and we get all the air bubbles and water squeegeed out, we're going to let this set approximately overnight. That way there, when I go to clear coat over it, there won't be any moisture underneath and it will lay down nice and flat. Just making sure here that all the air bubbles are worked out. I picked this gray color, or this charcoal color, because it matches the packaging that the razors come in. I'm really happy with the color scheme that I picked for this, but this is going to be absolutely excellent. There'll be a link in the description for you to go to the Jeremy's website that you can use to purchase the razors. If you're tired of corporations trying to push their opinions down your throat as far as your politics or your religion or your sexes or anything like that, enough is enough. I don't want to hear it. All I want to do is have a good product to use for whatever I buy it for, and that's it. I don't need opinions.
I love how the moonlight shines over the mausoleum.
Now it's time to put the decals on the hood. Same thing here. Make sure that you squeegee out all the water and all the air, and it will lay nice and flat. Now, if you have to, you can use the micro set, and if you're having a problem with it tenting over the top of the hood or the center of the hood there, then you can use microsol, and it will smooth it down to where it'll lay nice and flat for you. Now, I recommend that you have a clear coat on your vehicle when you go to put these decals on there, because it will help your decals to adhere better. If you happen to have a rough surface like a flat surface or a primer, you're liable to get some silvering in your decals because it's not laying perfectly flat. Let's continue on. All right, here's the base of the truck. Let's go ahead. We're going to put some beautiful Samed wheels on here. Now, these wheels are approximately 12 millimeters in diameter. Now, one thing you need to be aware of are these wheels are a little bit wider, so you're going to have to make room for them if you're doing a custom Silverado, which means you may have to use your Dremel to carve away some stuff. And here's all the pieces of the build. Here's the body of the truck that's been clear coated. That looks absolutely excellent. We're also going to go in and we're going to detail up the base and the back of the truck, etc. That looks excellent. I went ahead and glued those in place just to make sure they would stick in place. Here's the interior. That looks cool. Let's give my creation life.
Life! Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
And here's what we started with. This Hot Wheels 1983 Silverado. We stripped it out, and I don't mean we, I mean I. I stripped it out, I took it down, and I took all the paint off of it, and I evaluated all the parts. Once I decided on the colors, I went ahead and I painted it. I primed it first. I used the paints from Createx, the Wicked Metallic Charcoal, and the Pearl Black, and I came up with that fantastic color for Jeremy's Razors. Now, once we got the truck to where we could get access to the body, I went ahead and put those beautiful Samed wheels on there, and they just made the build absolutely perfect. So once we got the decals down and we got it clear coated, we had a beautiful truck here that we absolutely are going to be proud to send this to Jeremy's Razors, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for their reaction. And here's what we got to, folks. Look at this beautiful truck. I detailed out the headlights and the tail lights, etc. This looks fantastic. Jeremy's Razors. Go to jeremysrazors.com. Check out what they've got to offer. Better yet, go to the link in the description. That's a direct link to Jeremy's Razors. And like I said, you won't be sorry. If you're tired of politics and wokeness and all kinds of stuff in your advertising, you've got the right product here. And the best part about it is that the product is excellent. The razors work fantastic. They're nice and sharp. The handle that comes with the kit is beautiful. It's heavy. I mean, you feel like you actually got something in your hand. And like I said, the best part about it is they got all kinds of other products here for men. This is fantastic. They've got skincare products, they've got hair products, etc. So check out what they have to offer. And like I said, besides having a fantastic product, there's no political agenda, so you don't have to worry about that stuff while you're using Jeremy's Razors. Thank you for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. We've got a lot more videos coming up. If you've gotten anything out of this video, go ahead and mash that like button and hit the subscribe button. My name is Paul with Diecast Graveyard, and we're representing Jeremy's Razors today. Thank you so much, and cheers.